All right, good evening, everyone, once again, and a happy Sunday. So welcome to our Sprint 3 demo. So just to be straight to the point so we can start on time and finish as quickly as we can, we'll be having some assumptions today. So your demo, I remember well that you were expressly given this to assume you're a job seeker and you're trying to convince your interviewer, which would be Deji and the mentors, everyone on this call, you're trying to convince us to give you the job, right? So whilst you're doing that, you're going to be telling us everything you've done from Sprint 0 to date. And please, just to reiterate, nobody's going to flog you or anything. So please be as confident as you can. Be straight to the point so you don't need to waste too much time, but give us all your flavor as much as you can. Then just to reiterate, the advanced link has been sent. So please do well to click on the link if you're interested. Then for the mentors giving the feedback, as usual, we are going to have Tammy for the SMs, Bolu for the BAs, QAs, Rita, DS, Sarah, and APM Moji. Then please, any other mentor on the call, if you have any feedback, please note them down, possibly note the person's name down so you can give the person a good feedback. So we'll create a special 10-15 minutes for that towards the end of the call, if that will be, if you're interested in doing that, we'll really like that. Then also note that all these mentors, they have your slides. So please be sure that you're presenting what you sent. Don't be doing any last minute funny things because it will not be fair on others that are starting earlier. Then lastly, I've already confirmed the timekeeper, so that's good. So we are good to go. Let's start, please. We're going to, do you need any question before we commence? Oh, you want to do your rules? Go ahead.
Before we start, I just wanted to know how much time does each team have, because we weren't too sure on that. You said it was going to be increased this time around?
Yes, I actually increased it to 20 minutes. But to be fair, we have a team that have about 20 people and it will be a bit cumbersome. So out of my niceness, I'm adding 2 more minutes. So we're having 22 minutes per team. Please do not exceed your 22 minutes. The target is actually 20 minutes. But because of that team, I don't want to actually really mention their name so they won't go off the rail. So we'll be using 22 minutes for them, but let's please target on 20 minutes. So Dorcas, to you, if a team are on 20 minutes and they still have a few things to wrap up, please still let them go on for another 2 minutes before you cut them completely. Thank you. So
okay, thank you. So like we know, our rules, when it's 10 minutes, I'll let us know. And this time around, when it's when it's 15 minutes as well, I'll let us know. And when it's 1 minute to go, I'll let us know as well. Thank you.
Okay, so I'll be using the wheel already, which I did earlier before we started, to know who is going first. So the first team that is going is Twilight. Twilight, are you ready? Please share your screen. The stage is yours.
Maybe I'm not seeing your wheel.
No, I don't want to have to start doing it here one after the other. I did it separate. Yeah, I did it just before the start.
I trust my umpire.
I don't want to do it now, so because it will just take time and we'll be waiting per session. I'll be sharing screen. So Twilight, you're going first. Thank you.
Are we sharing our screens or are you going to share the screen? Just so that I know.
That's not bad, though. You're sharing your screen now, eh?
Okay, cool.
Thank you. Go ahead.
No worries. That's fine. Hi.
Feel like you hear me, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll just check on my internet, no problem.
Okay, no worries. Cool. Just gonna start. Hi, my name is Abdullahi. I'm a Scrum Master. So what I'll be covering today is my persona, mind map, and Azure DevOps and Jira. So yeah, I'm a Scrum Master currently at Blue Sky Citadel. We're currently working on a project of us delivering a site where we have tutors and students able to post and view courses. My responsibilities are I facilitate agile ceremonies such as daily stand-up, sprint review, sprint planning, retro. I coach the team in terms of team Scrum values. I'm able to remove any impediments or any blockers. Here's my skill sets, got Scrum value, agile principles, technical skill, and quite good at those. And yeah, currently need a remote job where I can just work from home, just to save time. But yeah, here's my mind map. Here's my responsibilities, as I mentioned some earlier. That's my experience currently working at Blue Sky Citadel. Some skill sets, some soft skills is coaching, leadership, time management, strong communication skills. Tools that I've used so far is Azure DevOps. I've used Jira, PowerPoint, and some other applications, as you can see there. Here's my Azure DevOps, currently on Sprint 3. So here's some metrics: the burn down, velocity, and our sprint goal. And yeah, so far we've been on target. Here's my Jira, which is more of a personal development. So currently on track with things, but yeah, that's literally me. Mohammed.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Mohammed Alasso. Next slide, please. The screen's a bit big, Abdullah. If you can make that smaller, please. Hello? Abdullah?
Mohammed, I can't change anything.
All right. Just Scrum Master. Hi. Scrum Master. My current role is with Blue Sky Citadel. I can't see this. But all right, cool. My qualities and values are listed below. I'm a servant lead, collaborative, committed, humble, focused, and openness. Next slide. These are some of my Scrumptious stuff. Great knowledge of Scrum and Agile, strong communication, great time conflict resolution, facilitation of Scrum ceremonies. Next slide, please. These are some of the tools I've used: Azure DevOps and Jira. These are some of the things I've achieved using these tools. For example, creating the board ceremonies, example being sprint planning. And next slide, please. These are my abilities of a Scrum Master. Keeping the team organized and focused, Scrum practices and principles, facilitating Scrum ceremonies, helping and protecting the team, collaborating with the product owner and Next slide, please. Thank you very much, everyone. Victoria, next.
Hello, everyone. Good evening. My name is Victoria Atere, and I'm a Scrum Master. Next slide, please. Basically what I've learned so far is understanding the Scrum framework and learning to be more of a servant leader and facilitating and coaching team members, and as well time management, working in time boxes basically, and conflict resolution. Next slide, please. Characteristics of a Scrum Master. So in this training, I've been able to understand how to be more tolerant, basically, and openness, then to be more courageous, and helping team to focus more on things on their task, and as well sense of responsibility. Next slide. Then the tools that I have learned in as a Scrum Master in Blue Sky Citadel is I've learned how to use Azure DevOps in creating tasks, and then creating stories as well in Jira. So basically those are some of the tools that I've been able to learn properly in this training so far. So next. Thank you.
Sunday, it's your turn.
Good evening. My name is Jimo Johnson Sunday. I'm a hardworking and motivated business analyst who has acquired excellent knowledge in this field throughout the study, and through the study of throughout my study, my business administrative, and I have international business management at master level. I am passionate about solving industrial problems, and I have a strong technical skill as well as excellent interpersonal skill. Can you go to the next slide, please? Yeah, from this, through this, my internship, I've learned a lot. Most of the projects I've done, I've worked on my skin. I've learned to create. That's why, as a business analyst, I've learned to create project stories, plan for the future of the business, for the business, the company. I also learn how to verify information, monitor what is going on, and so on. Next slide, please. Yeah, part of these tools that I've used Azure DevOps as a business analyst, Jira, Team, Visio, and so on. Thank you.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Sarado Tukwejo, certified business analyst. This is my demo presentation. My name is Sarado Tukwejo. Once again, I'm a business analyst. As a business analyst, I work with stakeholders to identify business needs and objectives and transform them into functional requirements for the development team. I am committed to driving business growth by leveraging my analytical and problem-solving skills to identify and implement effective solutions. In my role, I am also responsible for analyzing business operations, identifying areas that need improvement, and providing recommendations to enhance operational efficiency. As a business analyst, I collaborate with project teams, including developers, stakeholders, and management, to ensure that project goals are met within budget and timelines constraints. I am currently working on a project of building an educational website for a well-known company, and it allows me to use my technical skills to work, such as the use of Azure DevOps, Jira, Blastmake, which is Wireframe, and Microsoft Visual, Teams, and so on. Next slide, please. This project, my project and skills: requirement elicitation, stakeholder management, website development, project management, conducting users acceptance testing. Next slide, please. This is a slide showing some of the PBIs I work on Azure. I'm working on Azure DevOps. Next slide, please. And this is a screenshot of the wireframe backing up and acceptance criteria for a better understanding of the requirements. Next slide, please. This is another screenshot of Jira board I am presently working on. Next slide, please. Thank you. That'll be all for me.
Hello. Thank you for this opportunity. I present my slide to you, giving you a visual representation of my skills and experience. Next slide, please. Yes, I'm a certified business analyst, a qualified accountant, and a certified coach and mentor. Next slide, please. So these are some of my attributes.
10 minutes gone.
A business analyst with process management skills and technical proficiency, possesses advanced system skills, is proficient at extracting and analyzing data, versatile analyst with business change management experience, competent business partner with experience of creating process that promotes efficiency and eliminate waste, and enthusiastic, determined, and customer-focused qualified accountant with over 20 years of experience, committed professional who is passionate about delivering excellent service to customers and stakeholders, highly motivated individual who thrives in a challenging environment, and a confident team player who works effectively with colleagues at all levels. So my next slide, please. So presently, I work. My current employer is Blue Sky Citadel, where I work on a project to create a learning management system. Blue Sky Citadel is a training platform where students can be onboarded to an online platform where they can learn. An instructor can post and sell their courses. The website gives students the space to learn new skills, and instructor to post and teach their courses. One of the projects I worked on was Prep Major, where I helped facilitate the development of their website. I was one of the BAs on this project, and I used illustration technique to gather requirements from stakeholders and develop the user story and the acceptance criteria for the new website. I made sure that there was clarity in what the business requirements are and what the developers are going to develop. I also achieved that by using process map visual tools such as wireframe to ensure visualization and to eliminate any ambiguity in the user story and the acceptance criteria. I was also able to ensure the facilitation of the user acceptance testing to ensure that all features developed met the acceptance criteria before pushing it out to users. At the end of the day, the project was successful, and I'm building on this experience to be able to present myself to you as the right candidate for this job. Having gone through the job description, I know I'm a great fit for the job that you've advertised because I have done similar projects with Blue Sky, and I can bring my transferable skills into your organization. Next slide, please. So these are some of my system skills: Exodus, Jira, Miro, Balsamiq, Visio, Advanced Excel, Info BI, Sun Systems. Next slide, please. And these are some of the screenshots of the work I did with Blue Sky Citadel. Next one, please. So that's the demo. So this is the user story and acceptance criteria, which gives the picture of what we built in the organization. Next one, please. And this is the wireframe supporting the story. And the next one, please. And this is the testing, the user acceptance testing that we did to be able to confirm the developers have done what was required. Next one, please. Yes, next one, please. Thank you very much.
Hello, thank you for this opportunity. My name is Kemisola Shitala. Previously, I've worked with Blue Sky Citadel, where I participated in creating a learning management platform. Yeah, next line, please. So where I participated in learning management platform, whereby an instructor can create their courses online and students are able to enroll for a course of their own choice. My latest project, I worked on Prep Major website, and as a BA, I was able to elicit requirements from stakeholders, and I was able to communicate the need of the business to the developers for better understanding. Some of the tools that I use are wireframe, process maps, Visio. I've also worked on Jira and Azure DevOps. Next line, please. So like this one is showing the pictures of the PBI that we have done on the Azure DevOps. Next line, please. Azure DevOps. And this is the wireframe and the my start story and my acceptance criteria. Thank you.
15 minutes. I can spend time more. Thank you. My husband.
My name is Emmanuel, a quality assurance tester. As a quality assurance tester, I test the functionality and usability of new or existing software before it goes live to ensure it is bug-free. Please, can I have the next slide, please? Okay, so overview of what I've done. So I've worked on test case management and development. I've worked on manual testing. I've done automation framework, and I have other technical and personal skills. Next slide, please. Okay, so in my current project with Blue Sky Citadel, the Prep Major website, that's the project we are working on. As I've got a team that I work with, so we've tested more than 14 PBIs. And for this current sprint that sprint 3 that I'm working on, I've been able to, run 3 tests and they all pass. So I have 100% test rate. So can I have the next slide, please? Okay, so for automation, as an automated tester, assurance automated tester, I can confidently set up a working integrated development environment using IntelliJ, which include adding all necessary applications like Java, Maven, and other Cucumber, and also Cucumber Java and Gherkin as plugin. Also, POM, XML, TestNG, Test Runner, and other testing framework. Can I have the next slide, please? So the technical skills that I've acquired, I can, work on Azure DevOps, I can work on Jira, I can work on Guild, I can set up a working integrated development environment with all this POM, testing, XML. Then the personal skills that I've been able, to develop during my, this project, perseverance, because as a tester, you need to persevere, you need to have patience, you need to have determination, because sometimes when you are working, it may not be going the way you want it to go. So you need to persevere, then you need to be determined. Thank you. Next slide.
Good evening, all. My name is Damilola. I'm a quality assurance tester. Please, next slide, please. I'm a self-driven and result-oriented quality assurance specialist with proven experience and participation in the full end-to-end testing lifecycle, which are the test discovery, test planning, test specification, test execution, and defect management. I have worked as part of a team who collectively strives for greatness and as an individual who puts in my best efforts by ensuring assigned tasks are completed in due time, my ability to work on my own initiative. The goals are to assess quality of products and providing real picture to stakeholders, find bugs in products or applications, effective reporting of bugs and communicating them to the developers. When a bug is seen, understand the pattern, developers' mindset and product behavior. To also provide suggestions to make products more efficient, user-friendly, and overall business ready. Be a clear communicator and advocate for quality of products and user experience, and constant learning and self-development in order to be more confident and give credibility. Next slide, please. Here is my mind map, which shows the skills which were divided into the soft skills, which are team player, good communication, leadership, reporting, and strong management, and a strong project and time management. And I have the my experiences as well stated there, and my responsibilities, which are to test various aspects of company website, collaborate with project team to agree on assigned test projects, create test efforts, estimates in creating test plan, and all of those. And then we have the tools that I've been able to master in the course of the program, which are Azure DevOps, Jira, Microsoft Excel, Word, and IntelliJ IDE. Next slide, please. So, my task execution during the program so far, between sprint 0 to 3, 15 PBIs were committed to be tested. In a team of 4, I was able to individually work on 3 PBIs, which are stated, and a bug was raised for PBI 45421 while running the test, as there were no checkboxes to tick on both scenarios. And I liaised with developers to resolve defects and performed regression testing on the fixed defects to confirm they have been resolved. And I have a screenshot of the PBIs I worked on so far. Next slide, please. And the tools I've been able to use in the course of the program is the Azure DevOps, the Jira, IntelliJ IDE, automation tools such as Java, Selenium, Maven, and Cucumber. And attached are the screenshots of the installation process, and as my career development, which is the Jira board as well, which are all stated on the slide. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Rachel. I
1 minute
am a
more.
tester. My role as a QA is integral to the success of each project. Next slide, please. I'm a dedicated, hardworking, and experienced test analyst, and I've acquired a knowledge of full software development lifecycle, manual and automation testing, including end-to-end system testing. I have exposure to various testing methodologies and open source of proprietary tools, including Agile, Waterfall, Scrum, and vModel in various environments. The skills I've acquired through this project that I'm working on is development methodologies, the software development lifecycle, Waterfall, vModule, Agile software testing, and Azure DevOps. The testing tools that I've used is Jira, Azure DevOps, and Excel. And also the test types that I have been running is system,
Time up.
functional, user.
Time up, please.
Okay, let's just give the team 5 more minutes. But guys, please, all of you were virtually reading. Please, I didn't want to interrupt, but please, let's stop reading. We have eyes to read. Please go as fast as you can in what you're doing. Remember, you're doing just 1 minute per person. You don't need to read to us. I can read all this. So please, let's pick up the pace. 5 more minutes for this team, and that's it. Doc, can start the timer for them for 5 minutes because they still have DAs and other people to still present APMs. Thank you. Shoot.
Okay.
My roles and responsibilities are the QA are listed here, which include writing test scripts, set the priority for automation scenarios, and work to maximize test coverage. The goals. My main goal is to improve development and testing processes. Another personal goals is to boost project management skills and brush up on QA history and also understand the basic of programming logic. Next slide, please. Here is a map of how we go through the testings, how to the test process, how we liaise with the development team and the QAs and other people involved in the Agile. Next slide, please. The aim for this project that we've been working on this sprint is for functionality inside navigation panels. I've included screenshots on the PBIs that I've worked on, the test environment, and the results of the tests that I have run, which passed. Next slide, please. And here is, sorry, this was the software installation, how the Maven and Java was set up. And that's it from.
Yeah, hello, good evening, everyone. My name is Nelson Marcos. I'm a data analyst. Next slide, please. Okay, I'm a dedicated, hard-working professional data analyst with strength in data models. Next slide, please. Okay, basically, as a data analyst, my role is to test stories with data, presenting them in visualization format. So you can see that these are the tools I've been able to master during my working with Blue Sky Citadel, Microsoft Excel, SQL, Tableau, Power BI. You can see is a screenshot of VLOOK, HLOOKUP, pivot table, and charts. Next slide, please. Okay, this SQL basically is just for is a programming language to query data. You know. Next slide, please. Next slide. Oh, thank you. Next slide is incomplete.
Hi, everyone. This is Olalekan Makole, project planner. I bring to bear on the job skills such as strong analytical and strong project monitoring skill, which is aimed at ensuring proper utilization of organizational. That every project that is set out is met on schedule. Next slide, please. Okay. Next slide, please. I've been able to through my little time with Sky Citadel. I've been able to learn and acquire skills such as using Azure DevOps, Jira, and many other tools to be able to carry out my functions as a project planner. Next slide, please. Yeah, some of the studies I've undergone while with Sky Citadel, project definition of project management, dependencies, and many other topics which I've added to my personality as a project planner. Thank you.
And that's it from us. Thank you very much, guys.
Okay. I'm here, Busayo, DA.
Yeah. Share screen, Busayo.
Good evening, everybody. My name is Busayo Ogundiran, a data analyst from the Twilight team. I'm an experienced data analyst with exposure to Agile methodology, skilled in reporting, interpreting, and analyzing data sets, as well as establishing detailed requirements for informed business decision making. I've got technical skill using SQL.
Time up, please.
I can't even see his slides.
My slide is on PowerPoint, so I'm not on the Google Sheet.
But they told you to share now. Okay, you know what? Oh, sorry, go ahead.
You know, you are meant to put everything together, right?
Exactly.
Okay,
Can I share my screen?
No. We have to continue. Yeah. Instruction was clear anyway. Yeah.
Okay. So thank you, Busayo. Sorry about that. But...
All right, thank you.
Oh, boss, just a minute. If you can do a slide in 1 minute, if you don't mind, please.
Okay, all right, that's fine.
Thank you, Busayo. Please hurry up.
All right, thank you. Are you seeing my slide now?
Not yet. It's not even showing as if it's about to come up. And I've enabled this for you to be able to share screen.
I'm sharing it.
No, we can't see your slides. Sorry about that. Honestly, we don't want. Okay, it's coming up. It's coming up. Yeah, we can see it now.
Okay. Good evening, everybody. My name is Busayo Ogundiran. I'm a data analyst. Got experienced data analyst with exposure to agile methodologies, skilled in reporting, interpreting, analyzing data set, well established detailed requirement for informed business decision making. I've got technical skill using SQL for data querying, Tableau for data visualization, as well as using Microsoft Excel for data management. I've got experience using Azure DevOps or Jira, working in a Scrum framework, and as well as using Microsoft Teams. My soft skills, I've got stakeholder collaboration, critical thinking, problem solving, excellent communication. I've got experience using Microsoft tool, using lookup for merging and joining relational tables for data cleaning and transformation, as well as using pivot tables and pivot charts for summarizing and aggregating data. As well as I can use a chart and graph for data visualization for business insight. For SQL, I've got experience of data cleaning and transformation. I can perform basic functions such as select, from, where, order by, group by clauses, as well as join tables, left joint, right joint, inner joint, and perform aggregate function such as count, sum, average, mean, and max. For Tableau, I can identify trends and patterns.
Your time's up, please.
Thank you.
Okay, just show us your graph. Just touch your graph. Let's see the last one.
Yes.
So that she can see it. Okay.
Okay. And the fourth slide, please don't mind. Just want to have a quick look at it.
That's my domain experience.
Okay, that's fine. That's fine. Thank you.
All right. Thank you so much, Sarah. Thank you, Busayo. So thank you, Team Twilight. Thank you so much for your time tonight. So normally I'm supposed to just jump into the next team that is supposed to probably, the next team, sorry, I just wanted us to see. The next team is Dynamite. So Dynamite, you're going next. So please, in as much as we're not supposed to be giving feedbacks now, please just go straight to the point. We can all read. Just show us, say the key things to try to sell yourself. Some people got it right with Twilight. Some people did not get it right. Some people that even actually read the right things. But because you're reading, you're not giving us the vibes we want. Please, for subsequent teams, give us the vibe we want. Go straight to the point. You don't need to waste time. Target your mind for 1 minute, and trust me, you can show us 20 slides in a minute. No exaggerations.
Yeah, just
Okay.
summarize everything. Summarize it in as best that you can. There's no point in going through every point.
Thank you. Alrighty.
And also, please, I do want to hear about what you've learned. I want to hear about what you've done. If you got a slide about what you've learned, just scrap it or convert it as you are talking about, instead of saying what you learned. I want to hear what you've done. If you go for to do a pitch with a recruiter, you don't want to be talking about what you've learned. You want to talk about what you've done. Okay. All right. Thank you.
Okay, shoot, Dynamite. Thank you. Please, 20 minutes, 20 minutes. Docker, start your timing. Dynamite, please share your screen quickly. Thank you.
Yeah, Karen.
Yeah, right. Evening, everybody. Team pace setters. Next slide. So I'm one of their scrum masters for Blue Sky Citadel. My name is Karim. This is table of content and what will be spoken about shortly. Next, please. Next slide, please. Right, so this is my persona. It describes everything about me, my ambitions, the goals, desires, the skills that I've got. For example, team leadership, team management, the motivation and the tools that I've been exposed at Blue Sky Citadel. For example, Azure DevOps and Jira. Next, please. Next slide, then.
Yeah, I'm trying. Wow.
Right, yeah, so this is my mind map. Basically, it's just a structured way to show you the information in an organized way. It helps you understand and break it down in components. So my responsibilities, the skills, the tools that I've used as a Scrum Master at Blue Sky Citadel. Next, please. Right, so as a Scrum Master, I set up the board for the team, for BAs, QAs, and the developers so they could start working on their PBIs. Next, please. Yeah, these are the metrics, like the data that as a Scrum Master that I've collected. As you can see, this was for Sprint 3. And this just shows you the completed, the remaining, and the total scope. Next, please. Again, metrics, the velocity, and the team stories, what's been completed, what's been incomplete and planned. Next, please. And also along the way, I've been doing my Jira development. As you can see, this is what we've been doing in Sprint 3 for Jira. Thank you. Next, please.
Yeah, hi, this is Timmy. I'm a Scrum Master. I'm an exceptional coach. I have different experiences in delivering multiple projects from initiation through deployment. I'm proficient at working with different agile management. I have such tools as Azure DevOps, Jira. I have strong leadership skills, and I'm capable of delivering larger scale
software and web development projects. And on time, I work on collectively, collaboratively, and in facilitating and leading different Scrum teams. This is my personnel. Yeah, my interests, my interests, my motivations, my goals, and so on. This is my mind map, my personal career development, and talking about my self-development, technical skills, the Agile DevOps, Jira, Figma, Miro, and soft skills, like I have good communication skills. I am self-motivated, I'm a problem solver, and so on. These are the list of the tasks that I've done so far. I created Agile DevOps, I created Jira board, I created skill matrix board, I created capacity planning board, I facilitated Scrum ceremonies, and so on and so forth. And my responsibility and my roles is to facilitate Scrum events. I also guide teams on Scrum practices. I coach the teams. I ensure that they adhere to the Agile principles. And here is the Agile board showing the work done for Sprint 3 and showing all the stories committed and all the work done. Here is a Jira board showing the progress report for our career development. And here is the burn-up chart and the burn-down chart for Sprint 3. Here is showing the velocity chart for our Sprint 3, the completed work and planned work. Next. Janet.
All right, this is Janet. Yeah, what actually led me to this Scrum Master thing to learn in order to join the Blue Sky Citadel. It's a result of discovering that every aspect of life actually needs this schedule in order to move on into this. Next slide, please. Yeah, these are the tools that I've used. Jira, in order to develop different things. Azure DevOps, burn-down charts, velocity, and so on. Next slide, please. Yeah, who is Janet? I am a team-oriented individual, and I demonstrate Scrum Master with background communicating effectively. Also, I have ability to handle multiple projects at highest degree. And also I'm an educator and with different fields of experience. As a Scrum Master, I've been able to have a team protection, quality check, team building. I have progress tracking. Next slide, please. Yeah, as a Scrum Master, I discovered that timing is very key, and also training is part of my skill, core value, and also to be able to use and introduce different stories that's been written. Next slide, please. Yeah, my role as a Scrum Master, I am a servant lead and facilitator. I'm a coach and also a teacher in the core course. Next slide, please. Yeah, as a Scrum Master, I've been able to direct daily stand-up, sprint progressive, and in this, I've been able to discover what to do, review, and testing, repeat all activities. I'm able to use the Agile board in order to achieve different things under my education career, to assist with planning and preparing lesson notes, to evaluate in order to suit student age, to minimize distraction. This is part of my Agile DevOps work that we was able to achieve in order to collate data. Next slide, please. Then using a Jira board to set for school setting, I've been able to manage focused behavioral activities and offer support to special needs students and develop other things as far as to maintain that in the learning outcomes. Next slide, please. This is the Jira board that was actually achieved for Sprint 2 in the career development. In conclusion, if given the opportunity to work in this great learning of Citadel company, then they will have the best utilized comprehensive knowledge in order to effectively manage data and reporting. Thank you.
Biola.
Hello, everyone. My name is Abiola. I'm a BA analyst. As a pragmatic business analyst with 2 years of experience, I've been working with software development organization on different projects. I'm passionate with solving problems. I possess excellent stakeholder management, a great communication skill, personal skill, interpersonal skill. I've got good requirement gathering analysis and documentation skills. Next, I've also gathered experience in business case writing, scope definition, requirement analysis. Also, I also have experience in writing user stories, acceptance criteria. I also have good knowledge of wireframes, process mapping also. I have different key tools which I have used in the process also. I have knowledge of Azure DevOps, Jira, Balsamiq. My Azure DevOps, I use it to track project activity and artifact. This is a visual demonstration of how I've used each and every one of the tools I have. And also, I've used my Visio to create my use case, my process mapping. I've also used Visio also to do some wireframes also. Next, please. With my process mapping skills and knowledge experience of full project life cycle, I am eager to join your ambitious project when I have the NS skills to use and also experience to help achieve all lined up projects. Thank you.
Sorry.
Hi, everyone. Thank you for having me. I am a dedicated and enthusiastic business analyst with over 3 years working experience with stakeholders to understand the business needs and to ensure conscious and relevant information. I am very passionate to understand organizational problems and committed in providing business solution. Also, I can work with own initiative and as well as part of a team. I possess
10 minutes
excellent analytical, strong communication skills. Next slide, please. I currently work as a BA with Blue Sky Citadel on project to develop a website for tutors and student communications. I have good knowledge of full project lifecycle. In my current role, I have written excellent user stories, acceptance criteria, and developing wireframe and process mapping. I attend daily stand-up to provide workstream updates. The skills and methodology and tools that I've used so far is I've got good stakeholders management. My communication skills is excellent. I've got leadership skills, and the methodologies I've used is Agile, Waterfall, Jira, Azure DevOps. Next slide, please. And this is just a visual display of the tools I've used. And I am looking for new opportunities where my skills and experience can be utilized in making effective business decisions and improving business processes. Thank you.
Yes, sir. Essex.
Please go to the next person. Thank you.
Olu.
Hi,
Olu.
everyone. Good evening. Hello, can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay, can you just start the slide from the beginning first? Okay, this is just a review of my journey so far. So the next one, so far, I've been able to understand, to have a good understanding and be able to apply this knowledge of what is expected of a BA, anyone having in that role. And I've realized that it has led me to understand what is expected of me to do, and I've been working in that direction, being able to work with product owner, being able to write user stories, being able to create business cases for projects, do business analysis, business model analysis. And so all of these things have helped me to also function across various teams, to engage with cross-functional teamwork, being able to collaborate with other team members, and being able to improve my understanding of discharging the roles that are expected of me properly. So those have been basically what I've been able to learn using all the tools that I've acquired the knowledge of using so far. Thank you.
Ganiat.
Hi, everyone. I'm Ganiat, a QA analyst. Here's my table of content. Next slide, please. Yeah. I'm responsible for determining any flaws or defects that could negatively impact a software's performance or impair user experience. I've been able to conduct manual and automated tests to ensure the software created by developers is fit for purpose and any bugs or issues are removed within the product before it is deployed to everyday users. However, to be regarded as a software tester, there are certain qualities I must possess, which are analytical, technical skills, productivity, passion, skeptical attitude. In order to attain the position of a QA analyst, I have been able to acquire the basic knowledge, which are the process of testing and principle of manual testing. Next slide, please. Yeah.
Can you continue moving on, please? Can you continue?
Yes, here's the software development life cycles, which are the water, agile, and the visual. Here's the so here are the tools. Here are the automated tools that I've been able to use, which are Jira, Azure DevOps, and also I've been able to set up my framework and also use the Java and my test scripts. Thank you.
Judges.
Hi, everyone. My name is Georges Pofu. I'm a QA engineer. And the project I'm working for is to test the Prep Major website. And here's my responsibility, as you can see. And on the left side, this is the tool that I use to achieve the goal. And this is a methodology that I follow. And next, please. This is a methodology that I follow Scrum. And this is a different Scrum ceremony that I attend. And this is the process. Next, please. Yeah, this is some user story that was assigned to me and the test plan I wrote for it, and also the test cases for it. And here's the test reports that are produced at the end of the sprint. And this is one example for the bug that I raised. And this is the process that I follow to close the bug. Next, please. Yeah, and for the automation, I install my Java. I set up the framework from scratch. First, I've installed Java, Maven, and IntelliJ. Next, please. And I create a new project. After creating a new project, select a new window, and this is how it look like. And I do some setting on the new window. This is how, and after this is my project structure, you can see. And here's a feature file, my feature file look like. And here's how my step definition look like as well. And here's my test runner, how it look like in the framework. Next, please.
Thank you. Read one.
Good evening, everybody. Good evening, everybody. My name is Ridwan Kazim. So I'm a QA. I've been able to work in an environment where there is a business analyst, a developer, and a quality tester. Yes, next slide, please. So these are the roles and the skills that I've been able to learn in Blue Sky Citadel. And yeah, so the processes, next slide, please. Yeah, these are other processes of, yeah, next slide, please. Yes, so we follow the agile rule, the agile methodology in my project. Yes, next slide. Next slide, please. Next slide, please. Next slide, please. Next slide. Yes. Go back, please. So that is a Jira. So I've been able to set up my Jira from scratch. So I've been able to write my test plan on my Azure DevOps. Next slide, please. Yeah, so I've been able to also write the test cases in Excel. So yes, so these are the things that the elements that must be in my test, writing my test. Next slide, please. Next slide, please. Yeah, so I've been able to download Maven and Java. Yeah, next slide, please. So this is my environment. So I've been able to set up my environment. Next slide, please. So I've been able to also set up Java from scratch. Yeah, thank you.
Yes. Julius. Ife.
Hello, my name is Ife and I'm a data analyst with over 6 months experience. I help companies to use the raw data to make better business decisions. I have great leadership skills. I'm a highly critical thinker and I'm extremely creative and a great communicator.
1 minute to go.
I pull reports, charts, and graphs out of raw data, then I make recommendations for the business to improve on their performance. I have skills in data analysis. You can just keep showing the slides. I have skills in data analysis and exploration, statistical knowledge, creating data visualization, creating dashboards and reports. Keep going, keep going. Those are my soft skills. This is Excel, some charts I did in Excel, some data cleaning, some errors, if error, data functionalities we did. Keep going, summary function, keep going. Index, Tableau, some maps, geographical maps, some tree maps, keep going. A scatter graph, other graph, keep going. This is SQL, different functions in SQL that we did and we practiced on. Just keep going.
Time up, please.
Oh, sorry.
Good evening. My name is Vivian Nzechi. I'm ADM attached to Dynamite.
Time up, please.
Can you start scrolling down, please?
Sorry.
19 years of experience.
Just give them 2 minutes. Thank you. Wrap up in 2 minutes. Thank you. Go ahead.
Yeah, so I'm a senior nurse of 19 years experience. I'm also a Scrum Master and Agile Delivery Manager. Since I've worked previously on projects, and at the moment I'm also leading a project on Prep Major, which is actually going quite well. In the past, part of my role is also ensuring that the budget allocation is done appropriately, collaborating with the team and working effectively, working with the shareholders as well, and monitoring the progress of the project. In everything I have done as well, as a Scrum Master, I guided teams to embrace Agile principles, protect my team from external interference, coaching and mentoring my team into becoming self-managed and cross-functional. When, with keen eye on delivering value and exceeding expectations, I am dedicated to elevating your projects to new heights. So let's embark on this Agile journey together, where innovation and teamwork lead us to outstanding achievements and success. Thank you. Can just go through the slides of the work we've done in the Agile project management and Agile delivery management program that we're doing. So that's the RACI charts, that's the business case, and that business case is the one using the SPIN approach, so that it encapsulates quite a lot. In it, there's a lot going on in it, and also for the project, for the Prep Major project, that's the project plan. The allocated resources was 271,000, which actually has been used, being used effectively. The contract is for the term of the project is 3 months, which started in June up until September and is progressing quite well. I'm also with the team working collaboratively and with the Scrum Masters and getting adequate report from them. And that's what the team committed with regards to the velocity of the project. Thank you so much.
Okay, thank you so much, Dynamite. Thank you, everyone. So we're going straight to Platinum. Platinum, please share your screen.
I'm just going to share my screen.
Whilst they are sharing, please, guys, don't forget, just remember there are people coming after you. So you need to speed up your own presentation, especially the Scrum Masters at the beginning. Just speed up your own presentation, but give us the main thing we want. Sell yourself. Thank you.
All right, this is our demo for Team Platinum. My name's Abdi, I'm a Scrum Master. This is my table of contents. So I'm Abdi, I've been working as a Scrum Master for the past year. I have a history in engineering. Here I list some of my goals and motivation and my skills. So currently at my role at Blue Sky, I have been training, mentoring and supporting Scrum teams to follow Agile values, principles and practices. I've been facilitating Agile ceremonies such as daily stand-ups, backlog refinement, sprint planning, sprint reviews and retrospective. I've been removing any obstacles or blockers that may hinder the team's progress. I've been collaborating with the product owner to prioritize and refine the product backlog. I've been tracking and reporting project progress, ensuring transparency and effective communication within the team. And with the product owner, I've been fostering collaborative and productive work environment, promoting a culture of continuous improvement. I also show some of my skills, my experience and my tools. At my current role, we use both Azure and Jira. This is our Azure board. This is some of our metrics. It shows the burn down and up and burn up chart. This is our Jira board. Thank you very much for listening.
Hi everyone. I am Ajayi Akitunde. I'm an experienced and value-minded Scrum Master with over 1 year of relevant experience with Docker Citadel. Next slide, please. Yeah, this is my personal. Next slide, please. As we can see, these are the required skills of a Scrum Master. The one I have gotten in my mind map. Next slide, please. Yeah, I possess problem-solving skills, good communication skill, management skills, problem-solving skill, coaching and organization and people skills. These are a few of my skills. As I said earlier, I currently work as a Scrum Master with Blue Sky Citadel, where my responsibilities include, but not limited to, facilitating Scrum ceremonies, resolving internal and external impediments, ensuring transparency and promoting continuous improvement in the organization. I am proficient in the following tools, such as Azure DevOps, Jira, Microsoft Teams, Microsoft Office, etc. The screenshot of my work in the next slide, please. Yeah, this is a screenshot of Jira board for my career development for the current sprint in my current organization, Blue Sky Citadel. Next slide, please. The following are our burn down and burn up charts to show our progress. Next slide, please. This is also one of our metrics. I believe by joining your team, I hope to develop my skill further while contributing to the success of your organization. Thank you.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Amanda, and I'm a Scrum Master. I'm a dynamic facilitator and servant leader. I foster collaboration and empower teams to achieve their maximum potential through agile practices. Next slide, please. I also focus on continuous improvement, cultivate a culture of transparency, accountability, and adaptability. I also optimize team workflows, remove impediments, resulting in accelerated product delivery and a thriving, high-performing team. This is my persona. Next slide, please. Yeah, and this is also a screenshot of my mind map, which further elaborates, the skill set that I have, my qualifications, and the responsibilities I carry out as a Scrum Master. It also shows the tools that I've worked with, which includes the Azure DevOps, the Jira, the Miro, the Microsoft Teams, and the Microsoft Office. Next slide, please. Yeah, this is a screenshot of the project we've worked on during the sprint, the Azure board. Next slide, please. And this is also our metrics. Next slide, please. Yeah, this is also our Jira board. This is just for personal career development, the stories we've created, and all of that. Next slide, please. Yeah, these are also the list of tools that I'm proficient in. Like I mentioned earlier, the Azure board, the Jira, the Miro, and the Microsoft Teams and the Microsoft Office. Thank you very much.
So hi guys, my name is Brenda Segufia, and here's the content of my presentation. Next slide, please. So here's the first slide is my persona. I'm a Scrum Master and I enjoy being a servant leader who helps their team in many ways. I facilitate, coach, and guide the team. What mainly motivates me is to explore new interests and also instigate the team to improve and inspire to greater overall. Some of my goals is to keep the team organized and focus on what matters and constantly improve my agile methodologies. And down there is my skills and what I'm proficient at. Next slide, please. So here is my mind map. My main experience come from Blue Sky Citadel. Over here, I learned new skills such as leadership, communication, coaching, problem solving, and more. The tools I've been able to use are Jira, Miro, Azure DevOps, Zoom, Microsoft Teams, and Figma. And some of the responsibilities I carry are to hold the daily stand-up, remove blockers, impediments, teach and implement the Scrum practices and principles, and ensure transparency. Next slide, please. So regarding the tools, we've used Azure DevOps. Over here, I help communicate effectively and remove impediments and held different Scrum ceremonies. Next slide, please. Here is the burn down chart. It shows the amount of work that we've completed for sprint 3 and the total work remaining. Next slide, please. And here is the Jira board that we use for career development. I was able to create issues and stories, and I'm currently working on them. And that'll be all for me. Thank you.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Elias, a business analyst at Blue Sky Citadel, a leading online learning platform company, and I'm excited to show my experiences as a BA. One of my experiences as a BA is stakeholders management. I have successfully conducted requirement elicitation, utilizing interviews, workshops, and surveys. Utilizing BA tools like Azure DevOps and Jira, I've attained a remarkable percentage proficiency in streamlining requirements management, tracking progress, and promoting the effective collaboration among team members. In collaborating closely with stakeholders, I've developed concise use cases and user stories from end users' perspective, highlighting specific requirements and acceptance criteria. At Blue Sky Citadel, we follow agile methodology, which are significantly influenced by experiences. Throughout the journey, I have faced and overcame valuable challenges like adapting to prioritizing, shifting priorities, managing conflict, and maintaining clear communications. I've contributed to my professional and personal growth. I'll conclude by saying, as a BA with Blue Sky Citadel, it has been a truly rewarding experience. My PPT is to show visibility as far what I can do. I'll say thank you for listening.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Hafsat. Process improvement and change management are vital to every business. I am a business analyst. I proficiently process, interpret, and document business processes, service, or products. I currently work with Blue Sky Citadel, and my recent project was a Prep Major project, which is a process improvement project in an agile environment. During the course of this project, I elicited requirements from my stakeholders and used different elicitation techniques. Requirements gathered were interpreted and documented on Azure DevOps and Jira by creating epics and features developed to user stories and highlighting acceptance criteria. For clarity and avoidance of ambiguity,
These stories were visualized usually using wireframes, process mapping, and use case diagrams. I also collaborated with stakeholders and developers in a refinement process to ensure proper interpretation of business needs. I participated in Scrum ceremonies and collaborated with my team to ensure progress in the team, resolve impediments and blockers.
10 minutes.
I'll be delighted if I'm given an opportunity to share my expertise in steering change or desired improvements. My slide contains artifacts of my work with Blue Sky Citadel. Thank you.
Hi, everyone. Good evening, and thank you for this opportunity. My name is Esel Genel Mukbe, and I'm a certified business analyst. And I've worked with different organizations. I'm presently working with Blue Sky Citadel. Blue Sky Citadel is a non-profit education and consultancy company that offers IT development and training courses in different disciplines. The most recent project I have worked on is the creation of the Prep Major website. This is an online e-learning website and mobile app platform that allows instructors to teach onboarded users. I created training guide to direct onboarded users on how to use the site. I was able to achieve this with user stories and acceptance criteria, accompanied with visual tools such as wireframe, process map, and use cases. I also made sure that there was a good understanding between what the business wanted and what the developers are going to develop. And I ensured that quality testers were put these things to use before the site went on air. Some of the elicitation techniques I used was workshop and interview technique to gather requirements from my stakeholders. And at the end of the day, the project was quite successful. Having gone through your job description, I realized that I am a great fit for this project because it's similar to what I was doing in Blue Sky. I also believe that the culture of your organization is a perfect fit for what I'm going for. The retention rate and career progression is great, and I believe it will be a great fit for me when I come into your company. I will also add value to your company as I have good knowledge on the use of Microsoft Word, PowerPoint, Balsamiq, Azure DevOps, Jira, Miro, Lucidchart, and Visio. Thank you very much. On the slide are some of my pictures of what I have done. This is the Azure DevOps, PBI user story. Thank you very much.
From the bar and superstar. Where? Unique.
Brenda, can you be muted, please? Thank you.
Right. Good afternoon. Good evening, everyone. My name is Dorcas. I'm a QA. Next slide, please. So I've had experience in delivering high quality software, working with Blue Sky Citadel. So we are currently working on a project called Prep Major. Next slide, please. These are the tools that I've worked on that I've used and I've acquired over time. I've worked with Azure DevOps, Selenium WebDriver, IntelliJ, Git, Jira, Python, and many more. Also, these are the skills that I have developed. I have good attention to details, communication skills, which is very important within a Scrum Agile environment. I've also these are the job description, these things that I've been doing over time, and my goals are is to deliver quality usable and high performance software product. My most ultimate goal is to deliver excellence in everything that I do, and I love problem solving as well. Next slide, please. This is the Jira board. These are the things I've been working on concerning my career development. Next slide, please. And this is a project mandate for the Prep Major. It is an e-learning platform that allows students and tutors to interact. Next slide, please. This is the projects we're currently working on, the test environment. Next slide, please. And these are the PBIs I'm currently working on as a QA. Next slide, please. These are we're working as a team within the QA team. So these are the assigned PBIs that we both work on, one of my team members. Next slide, please. These are the test cases and an example of a test case that I designed. Beg your pardon. Next slide, please. This is just to show that we working in collaboration with other team members. Next slide, please. Next slide, please. Same as team collaboration. And this is a bug that I raised and assigned to the developer. Next slide, please. And after the developer worked on it, I was able to redesign test cases and to ensure that the problem has been rectified. Next slide, please. And then it was moved to done when I was sure that everything has been done. Next slide, please. So these are the example of the test runs that we ran actually in the sprint. Next slide, please. And this is the progress report. Next slide, please. So in this sprint as well, we're currently working on automation as well. So installed the Palm test engine test runner. Next slide, please. Also installed plugins like Kuma for Java and Gherkin. Next slide, please. And also installed Java and evidence that I installed Java. Next slide, please. Also the Chrome driver as well was installed. Next slide, please. Next slide. And next slide, please. So we're currently working progress. There's currently a work in progress concerning the automation. Thank you very much for listening.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Evie, a QA. Here is my table of content. Next slide, please. This is my team project mandate, career development, some job description and requirements I've got as a QA. Next slide, please. These are some tools and soft skills required as a QA, and beside them are the ones I've got. Next slide, please. These are designed and executed test cases by me. Next slide, please. Here is a bug that was raised by me on registration, where numbers were valid as a registered name. Next slide, please. Here are some test cases and some installation and design test cases still in progress. Next slide, please. Here is my Java, Maven, and IntelliJ installation. Next slide, please. Here are my installation, my dependencies and installation into my IntelliJ. Next slide, please. Here is here's our Jira board where I track my career development, Agile DevOps board, and also a PBI assigned to me, which I have moved to QA done. Next slide, please. I also take recordings for my guild and upload the videos on Blue Sky Citadel YouTube channel and also to my QA guild. That's it. Thank you.
Sorry, what was your name? The last person that just presented.
Evie.
Okay, thank you.
Hi, good evening, everyone. So yeah, my name is Ade, and I'm one of the QA members on Platinum team. And this is just a table of contents of the presentation I'm going to take you through today, which involves my persona, mind map, manual testing, automation, and career development. Next slide, please. So yeah, this is just a brief explanation of who I am, an experienced QA tester with strong manual testing skills and experience across full SDLC. Also have a brief knowledge of automation. And after that, these are also the list of the job description that my job entails, what motivates me, and also my career goals. Next slide, please. So this is also like screenshots of my mind map of the skills I've attained while I've with Blue Sky. Also the skills I've known while at Blue Sky, like manual testing, fundamental test principles and testing processes, etc. Also on the automation, I've been able to learn about Java installation, Selenium WebDriver, IntelliJ IDE, a brief, a little bit of API testing, and
1
also
minute more.
Gherkin syntax. Also the tools I've been able to use while at Blue Sky. Next slide, please. So this is just one of the manual testing videos that I got familiar with on the Prep Major website. Next slide, please. An example of my POM XML file that I added to my automation project. Next slide, please. Also, this is the screenshot of my Java installation. Next slide, please. Yeah, this is one of the files I added to my project test-ng. Next slide, please. And also test runner, Java class. Next slide, please. Also, this is another one of the automation, which was the Gherkin registration feature test, which I also added to my project. Next slide, please. And also, yeah, so this is Azure. I'll just finish quickly. This Azure DevOps we've been using to manage our manual testing for Prep Major website. And also this is a screenshot of the PBI that I was working on. I managed to write quite a lot of test cases, and also this is a screenshot of the test case I wrote for one of the PBI, test case I wrote for sign up. Next slide. This is also the bug that I raised on one of the PBI as well. Thank you very much.
Time's up, Patrick. Yeah, thank you.
Okay, we'll give them 5 minutes to wrap up. Guys, please, just remember that other people are coming after you. Just be as fast as you can. Thank you. Please hurry up, please. Thank you.
Next slide, please. Yeah, so this is also like how I was working together with some other team members, like the developers and BAs, and this is also my career development with regards to Jira. Next slide, please. Yeah, that's it for me. Thank you.
Hi, everyone. My name is Messi. I'm a software tester. Please, can you go to the next slide? Okay, so this is my mission statement. The basic thing for the basic goal of a software tester is to ensure businesses develop quality software and also that the users get the best experience while using them. Next slide, please. So these are my roles as a software tester. I identify and analyze project testing requirements. I identify test conditions and develop test scenarios. I run tests, perform regression testing, write bug reports, participate in meetings with my other team members.
Next slide, please.
So the project we're basically working on is to develop a Prep Major website, which is an e-learning platform according to our product owner specification. This is just a pictorial evidence of what the website looks like. And what is below is the PBI, one of the PBIs I worked on. Next slide, please. So this is my Azure board that shows the progress of the work done. From the previous slide, you can see that I worked on the footer design, which is this, and gives a pictorial representation of what the footer design should look like. And as you can see, this is the QA done, meaning I've finished working on them. Next slide, please. And this is an example of the test cases that I wrote and the bugs that were raised. So after running my tests, some of them passed, some of the test cases passed, while some of them failed. The one that was failed was raised as a bug, and I returned it back to the developer who worked on it, and I did a retest on it before moving into QA done. Next slide, please. So this is the breakdown of my skills: technical skills, analytical skills, excellent communication skills, passion, especially passion, time management skill, ability to think. Next slide, please. These are the tools that I've used so far: Azure, DevOps, Jira, Selenium, SQL, Java, and so many others. This is a pictorial representation of when I was installing my Java. These are just the little clips of what I did. Next slide, please. Thank you. That's all.
Sadiq in the chat, I can't see you. I'm sharing my screen.
My name is Aidi Joloyo. I'm a data analyst. Next slide, please. Currently, I work with Blue Sky Citadel, an organization that provides services, consultancy, and training in different roles. I have 5 years experience in analyzing and interpreting complex data sets. Keep it on that slide, please. Thank you. No, go back, please. Keep it on the mind map. Yeah, thank you. So I am good at utilizing various data, analytical and visualization tools to collaborate in informing decision-making processes. I can easily understand and communicate with data-oriented, open-minded and flexible, curious and imaginative, adaptable, and a good team player. I have a sound mind to analyze data and develop statistical models with visualization tools such as Tableau and Excel. I can extract data from servers, cloud, and APIs with SQL, Tableau, and Python to prep and clean data according to the analysis requirements. I am motivated by self-development, productivity, dependable team player, transparency and honesty, and achievements. I have long and short goals. My long goal is to become a decision maker at management level. My short goal is to get into the advanced program and become a tutor. To achieve these goals, I have increased my value among my team members and among the people I've been paired with. I take another responsibility within the organization, out of my role. Thank you. So if you move to the next slide. So this is my cover letter. Next slide. My CV. Next slide. My persona. Next slide. These are some of the projects I worked on Excel. Next slide. Excel. Next slide. Excel. Next slide. This is Tableau. Next slide. Tableau. Next slide. Tableau. Next slide. So this is something I did on my personal time just to showcase my skill. This is FIFA MVP players. Next slide. FIFA 2018 overview. Next
Time
slide.
up, please.
I'm just showing my pictures here. This is
Time
just
up.
something that I'm just showing some pictures. This is something that just shows you can show like tactical stuff for players here. Next slide, please. So this is also one of the things I worked on personally. Next slide, please. So this is SQL. This is some of the things I did to clean data and prep data. Next slide, please.
Abdi,
Next, please.
I've got your
Next slide.
slides. Don't worry about it. I've got your slides.
Yeah.
Thank
Okay.
you.
Thank you. Yeah.
Thank you so much, Ayo. Is that the last person, please?
Yes, that's the last person.
Thank you, Abdi. Thank you so much, Dynamite. I think, sorry, Platinum rather. Thank you so much for your time. Magnum, please, let's go. Hopefully we'll finish by 10 on the dot so we can start giving our feedbacks. Please, Magnum, 20 minutes, please. Let's still work with our 20 minutes. Magnum, shoot, thank you.
Hello, good evening, everyone. I'm a Scrum Master. Good evening, everyone. I'm a Scrum Master.
Good
I'm
evening.
a Scrum. Okay, I am a Scrum Master. And my job is to get things done. You might want to know how I get that done. I do that by focusing on delivering business value in an iterative and incremental manner. I'm currently working at Blue Sky Citadel, and I'm working on a project to create a learning platform where students can learn at the comfort of their own. I have good, strong knowledge of Scrum and Agile, project management, conflict resolution. To ensure a successful transition to a Scrum Master, I created stories on Jira to track my career progression, such as my CV creation, review, persona, cover letter, job description requirements, and elevator pitch. As a Scrum Master, I serve the team and the PO and stakeholder by conducting audits and analysis, research and continuous learning, coaching the team, and organizing and facilitating Scrum events within my team, and also building relationship with my team, removing impediments, preparing learning and training materials, collecting metrics and visualizing important information like the definition of ready and done. Having mentioned all the skills I have, I'm sure I'm a good fit for your organization as a Scrum Master. Thank you. Jide.
Good evening, everybody. My name is Jide Banwo. I'm a certified business analyst. As a business analyst, my primary aim is to understand the goal and objective of the organization and work closely with the stakeholders to gather requirements. I also facilitate meetings and workshops to elicit value insights, which I then analyze to identify trends, patterns, and potential area of improvement. Next slide, please. These are some of the PBIs I was able to create. My order, terms and condition, privacy policy menu. Next slide, please. And this is my persona. An experienced business analyst with a passion for the education sector. I hold a bachelor degree in history in the University of Ibadan. My journey on online education. And next slide, please. This is my order. This is the criteria story and the acceptance story, which I was able to come up with. Next slide, please. This is my mind mapping onto UI tools that I've been able to opportunity to work with at Jira, Visio, Azure DevOps, Balsamiq, Business Case, and Excel. And some of my skills are communication, time management, critical thinking, problem solving, technical knowledge, negotiation, improvements, research, and my experience working with Blue Sky Limited. And prior to that, I work with Entrepreneur Properties. Next slide, please. And this is the process mapping which I was able to work with during my time with Citadel, Blue Sky Citadel. Next slide, please. I'm hoping that this few points I've been able to convince you that I'm the best candidate for this job. Thank you.
My name is Olumide Adeyemi. I'm a highly motivated and result-driven business analyst. I have my background in law, and this has helped me to have a keen eye for detail and a passion for problem solving. This is my education. Next slide, please. These are my skills and my expertise. Next one, please. The sample of the work I've done so far. Next slide, please. The project I've worked on, Prep Major website. Next slide, please. Next slide. This shows my skills, the tools I've used, the tools I have experience on, the experience on my education. And in conclusion, I would like to say that as a business analyst, I am ready to leverage my skills and expertise to drive meaningful change and create a positive impact on your organization. Bottom line, let's work together to achieve unsustainable success and seek new opportunities in today's dynamic business landscape. Thank you.
Hi everyone, can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay, so I'm a business analyst, and firstly, I would briefly talk about me and afterwards go through my slides for clarity. So I'm a business analyst with 2 years of experience in business and IT, and I have a proven track record of analyzing data, identifying trends, and developing actionable insights to drive the business growth. I'm a skilled business analyst, processing mapping, business transformation, IT business alignment, and I've had the experience with working with Azure DevOps, Jira, Visio, Balsamiq, and other similar tools. And I've used these tools to manage project, track progress, and communicate with stakeholders. My experience with these tools has helped me to develop deep understanding of project management and methodologies. And I'm confident I can use my skills and experience to help company achieve its goals. And I've been opportune to create user stories for Blue Sky Citadel with Prep Major website, which is an e-learning platform for students to learn and interact with instructors. And I'm confident I can help company achieve its goals by increasing business retention and improve communication, cost containment, and taking more responsibilities. So I'll go to my next slide quickly. This is my personnel. Next slide, please. My mind map. So it's just a brief stuff talking about me and how I can work together in a little time. And next slide, please. And these are the tools I've used, and this is the user stories I created for Blue Sky while creating a Prep Major site. Next slide, please. This is the Jira, why using the Jira, and I had to create a quick career development for myself so I can monitor myself and progress how far I've gone. Next slide, please. And this is by creating the wireframe for the users' stories I've created so as to help the developers work fast and track the what's it called, the development they're making. Next slide, please. And this is process mapping for what we do for the sprints. Thank you.
Abidemi.
Yeah, good evening, everyone. My name is Abidemi Adilakun. Educated insurance analyst, and I've got great passion for ensuring the delivery of flawless products. I have a keen eye for detail and meticulous in terms of my tests. I ensure that products that delivered meet the highest standard. Built proficiency in manual testing and automated testing as well, using certain programming languages and test methodologies as well. I thrive in a collaborative environment, and I've been able to develop very good team working skills over time. On this, I'll be showing you a number of things on my slides, but I'll just be talking through them generally. I've been able to develop a number of skills over time, soft skills that are needed for me to thrive as a QA analyst, including critical thinking, paying attention to details. I've been able to go the extra mile to also develop myself, getting an Agile Scrum Foundation certificate in the course of the past 3 months. And please, next slide. A number of things I've done, my mind mapping, CV creation, as part of the requirements of my current work and task. I've been able to deliver on that. Next slide, please. Next slide, please. I mentioned this already. Some of the technical skills that I currently possess include the use of Java, the previous slide, please, Maven, IntelliJ, and a number of others as well. And I've also outlined some other tools and technical skills that I'm looking forward to achieving. Next slide. In the past few months, working on my current, where I currently work, I've been able to work on testing 5 PBIs, running 29 test cases, writing 29 test cases, running 14 tests, and raising 18 bugs to ensure the delivery of an e-learning platform where students can easily get their courses. Next slide, please. And using Azure DevOps, you can see I've just basically outlined a couple of things for you to see what I've done. Next slide, please. You can just breeze through them now. This is a QA repository, test plan with test cases. Please just continue. PBIs with the test cases as well. I've also shown tests that are bugs that are raised, in total 18 bugs and what they are. And also, you'll be able to see how tests that have passed and failed. I've also been able to work, set up automation
10 minutes
framework. Set up automation framework using IntelliJ, adding my POM, adding all the dependencies, creating features, creating step definitions as well. And of course, I look forward to adding more value. I believe I'm the best guy for the job because I have what it takes. Thank you.
Tosin.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Tosin from APM/ADM. Next slide, please. Next slide, please. So I'm just going to be talking about an overview of what I've been able to gain within the period that I started the training, the APM course. So above is the roles and responsibility of an ADM, that's Agile Delivery Managers, working closely with senior leaders, understanding the needs of the clients, leading the teams with no major support, leading teams with no major support and things like that, providing leadership, facilitating the work, translating the project definition into the agreed project with the agreed budget and planning, translating approved budget definition, agreeing the appropriate governance. Next slide. Part of the roles and responsibilities are seen above. Next slide, please. These are the differences between an ADM and an SM, that's Scrum Master roles and responsibility. So here clearly, okay. project, okay, so under the project management frameworks, there are different types. This is waterfall. Next slide, please. Agile, next slide. The Wagile, next slide, please. Then under the project life cycle, that's the initiation phase, the implementation phase, next slide, please. The implementation state, next slide, and then the delivery or the closure phase. Above are the deliverables, and also, can you please go back to, so again, within the life cycle, these are the tasks and the deliverables as shown above, and also the next slide, and also the plan, the plan on the page, how it would look like. Next slide, please. This is the Blue Sky Citadel organogram. Next, that's the team organogram for Magnum. That's the RACI chart. And the project management office, they provide support and organizing the project as a whole in relation to, checks the integration of the project. The project governance is a set of rules, procedures that determines how projects are managed. Next slide. That's the project governance, like a process, the loop. Next slide, please. Project management tools, some of them are the time tracking, where we have the harvest and toggle, the Kanban board.
Time up. I did not ask for this, Tosin. I asked for you to talk to me as a recruiter. You are just kind of doing presentation.
Right. Okay. Okay. Thank you.
Yeah.
Xavier.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Xavier, and I'm an ambitious and data-driven data analyst. Excited about leveraging data to make a meaningful impact. As an entry-level data analyst, I bring a strong foundation in data analysis and visualization. I currently work with Sky Citadel, and working there has equipped me with the technical skills to extract insights from complex data sets and present them in a clear and compelling manner. Next slide, please. Well, this is my CV. Next slide, please. This is my cover letter. Next slide, please. Keep going. This is my skills and expertise. Next slide, please. These are the tools I've used during my working and what has over the couple of months my training. Next slide, please. This is my employment history. Next slide, please. This is a sample project of what I've done in Tableau. Next slide, please. And there's another sample project, what I've done. And it's the Excel project of what I've done. Next slide, please. Next slide. This is the SQL project, what I've done, and we gotten to learn about the select from, order by, and join, and other functions, such as the primary key and the foreign key. Next slide, please. And this is my persona. Next slide, please. And this is my mind map, which tells me a little bit of me in summarizing. This is my team charter. And what sets me apart as a candidate is my ability to communicate complex technical concepts to non-technical stakeholders effectively. As a data analyst, I understand the importance of presenting data-driven insights in a clear and concise manner. My experience from my previous job years back further strengthens my communication skills, allowing me to convey information with clarity and patience. Here is my JIRA for my own personal development. I want to say thank you for considering my application. I am excited about the opportunity to contribute my skills and enthusiasm to your organization vision. Next slide.
Ayo. Ayola Alonge. Ayola Iye.
Next person, please.
That's it.
Okay, thank you so much, everyone. Thank you for your time. We'll be stopping this recording and starting a new one.